Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, from the Invest in Stuttgart 2024. Yeah, and it's really crowded and busy and amazing what's going on here. I have now Dan Dickson with me, the CEO of Endeavour Silver, and I'm a shareholder of the company. I want to disclose that. Dan, welcome and fantastic to having you here.
Thanks for having me. It's nice to be in Stuttgart.
It is absolutely, especially that I started it firstly with Bradford Cook, who was the founder of the company. And it's amazing that you are now stepping into those big shoes. That is great. We will do the 11th German Resource Night tonight also, and you will present the company. That's great also. And I must say, Endeavour Silver, you had some, how can I say that, ups and downs, of course, which is normal with those silver prices, was very shaky. But it looks to me today with your two mines you have in production, but with Terronera now coming up, that's a complete game changer for the company.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say to start, nothing's linear. Nothing goes up straight line. We have our ebbs and flows, and it's our job as our management team to work through those ebbs and flows. Guanaceví and Bolañitos, you touched on it. They're our assets we built our company off of, and Brad did a phenomenal job building our company, but we're coming into a very transformational period. Bringing Terronera online. It's going to completely transform our company. It's going to double our production and cut our cost profile in half.
Now, this is what I love to hear as a shareholder, of course. You just released, I think 3 days ago, that now Terronera is built by 53%. And I think you also have all the critical parts, of course, permits and stuff that's also done everything. So when will you start with the commissioning?
Yeah, you're right. We are at 53, almost 53.5% complete. That's as of March 31st. So we're already into Q2, and that's moving well. We're hitting all our milestones. The expectation is we'll be in production or commissioning in Q4 of 2024 and commercial production in January of 2025. So it's coming, it's right around the corner, and we're excited to get that asset going for us.
Fantastic. I saw in your presentation that you will have then still, I think, something like 65% silver?
Yep, right now we're 60% silver, 40% gold. When Terronera comes online, it's the exact same revenue mix. 60% silver, 40% gold.
Okay, super. So that's very healthy. That means that you are a real primary silver producer.
We are. There's not many left in the world or in the public investing community, but we want to maintain that. We have some phenomenal assets that will come in behind Terronera. They'll make sure we stay as a primary silver producer going forward.
Absolutely. That would be also my next question with Pitarrilla and Parral.
Yep.
So what would be the next one then to develop, and what is, let's say, your 5-year, 7-year plan from here?
Yeah, I mean, our plan always has been to become a senior silver producer. Terronera takes us to 15 million silver equivalent ounces. Pitarrilla is probably going to be our next asset. Our goal is to become a 25 million ounce producer. We think Pitarrilla will get us there. Parral and Pitarrilla were pushed in parallel from an exploration standpoint for the last couple of years. With where the market's going, with what we've done at Pitarrilla, we expect that to be our next asset. There's some work left to be done. We have some exploration work we want to finalize, and then we're going to do an economic assessment on that asset in 2025 with the idea to move our development team from Terronera when we finish building at the end of this year into Pitarrilla.
That makes really sense, I would say. Where do you see, I know it's way too early, but can you give us maybe an idea for the capex for Pitarrilla? And could you maybe pay parts already, especially in the beginning when Terronera is really fully online, you will make a lot of cash flow. Can you pay it out of the cash flow? Parts of it?
Yeah, there's a balance. So we've taken on some debt for Terronera. We'll start paying some of that debt off, but at today's prices of $28 silver and almost $2,400 gold, we'll have very significant cash flow from Terronera, north of $80-85 million after tax. So we're going to want to leverage that cash flow into Pitarrilla. We haven't done the economic assessment of how much it's going to cost to build Pitarrilla, but conceptually, there's been historical studies done on that project by our predecessor who we bought the project off of. We're thinking it would be about 400 million or in that range. Again, it's just a thumb suck.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we'll leverage those new cash flows from Terronera into Pitarrilla. Perhaps we take on additional debt leverage it up for our shareholders, but we have to manage that smartly and make sure that we have the right level of equity and the right level of debt for our shareholders and for the company.
Okay, super. And Pitarrilla would be then also in the range like 7-8 million silver equivalent ounces.
Yeah, exactly.
Super.
7-8 million ounces of silver plus zinc plus lead. So 60% of the revenue from Pitarrilla would be from silver, the rest from base metals. And we don't have any base metals in our portfolio right now. So we'll add some when Pitarrilla comes on, and that's okay. But again, we stay at 60% silver.
Super. You think it would be possible by 2028, 2029 that it might be in production?
Yeah, if we look at that timeline, we complete Terronera by the end of 2024. We move our development team into the engineering and evaluation stage for Pitarrilla for 2025. If we can make a decision for 2026, 2 years to build it seems appropriate. 2028, it comes online. Yeah. But again, completely conceptual at this time.
Okay, super. And it will be also underground.
It will be an underground vein mine, just like what we do at Guanaceví, Bolañitos, and what Terronera will be for us as well.
Fantastic. So you are absolutely not affected with any funny ideas of politicians?
No, you're correct. Right now in Mexico, there's been a lot of chatter around open pit mining. It doesn't impact us. Hopefully the government doesn't make any silly decisions when it comes to that. I think it's important that we keep the supply side up. Silver is coming into a point where we're gonna need as much silver in this world as possible from an electrification standpoint. Definitely, it wouldn't be good for the Mexican community as well. So again, it doesn't impact us. We're underground vein miners, but we don't want to see that in Mexico.
Okay, super. So I would say everything is sounding clear and looks very good, I must say. The only thing is you have to execute and deliver.
Yeah, we have to execute this year. We have a good team. We've been delivering for the last 6-7 months. It should be a fun year, and I look forward to 2025. So thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I mean, I appreciate being here in Germany. It's nice to see the level of interest. So I hope to execute after talking to everybody this past week.
Absolutely. Super. Thank you very much, Dan. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dan Dickson, the CEO of Endeavour Silver, and you heard it. The latest mine, Terronera, is 53% now built and shall really start commissioning in Q4 and be in full production, meaning commercial production, by January, February next year. That is fantastic. And then already starts Pitarrilla with the development. So there's a lot going on, and the company is really full on track to go from this level now of approximately 8.5 million ounces silver equivalent this year, then next year to over 15 million, and then maybe within the next 3 years, 4 years, they will become 25 million plus, a real senior silver producer. Check out the company because, to be honest, the stock price is way too cheap, and we have a share of the first price target for the share is $6, and afterwards we see 13.50. So a lot of room for make good profits. And don't forget, the company makes money. And this in a rising silver and gold environment. That's exactly what you want to have. So thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Stuttgart from the Invest 2024.